Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kissy. So today there's a lot to discuss, it seems. I think that some kind of what do you call it, like a level of restriction has been lifted in a sort of way, or maybe a boundary has been expanded on, meaning that things that were limiting you are no longer like you've reached another level. So it's like, okay, so you reached this limit, let's see about the next, let's go into this next one. It's almost like little by little. It's like when you're being given responsibilities at work and you don't have a problem with it. You're like, okay, I'm ready to go to the next step. What's next? And it's, you're being like introduced into this reality, into this next, I guess you could say, you're at the starting point of a new endeavor that's probably gonna last some time. And little by little, it's like you're being given more responsibility. You're being given more know-how. It's like a need-to-know basis. For some, this could be government. I'm just getting like government like passes, or you need clearance for this kind of work. Special clearance. Très interessant, isn't it? Okay, so let's get a little candid. Let's talk about just a few things, a few energies to be mindful of. Okay? The first energy to be mindful of is clearly the narcissist. They're everywhere. They could take over anyone, which is why not everybody is diagnosed as a narcissist, but a lot of people do have narcissistic traits. So it just depends on how clear the boundaries are, how defined the dynamic is, and how clear you are about those boundaries. Because people will overtake, control, want to get things done in their way, and it's like an assumed position, and everything could go dandy and smooth as long as you're agreeing, as long as you're not bothered by it, as long as it doesn't faze you. But the moment you decide to speak up or say something, it does become a problem, because now you're ruffling the feathers of people that expect certain treatment. You're ruffling feathers of people that have it's been done this way all the time. It's been tolerated, accepted, but you set a different standard. You set a different boundary that they're not used to, that they're not familiar with, that they're uncomfortable in. And that boundary in itself, if you're not careful, can create problems for you. If you're not careful, will engage you in a whirlwind of debate, or in a whirlwind of, over-explaining, when there's no need for any of it. It's a clear boundary. It's a clear reason for it. But they cannot fathom the truth of it. It's inconceivable to that mind that you would restrict or say no to them using you how they wish. Okay? Remove all labels, folks. Remove the label of who you think you are to who you think you're dealing with. Like this whole, because the labels, You have rules for different people. In other words, you'll tolerate a behavior from this person because of this title. Either to you because they're a stranger, you may tolerate it, like, oh, it's not personal, so no big deal. Or because they're your family, oh, because they're special. To me, I'm going to bypass it. So on either spectrum, you're making an exception to the rule, which says, oh, based on this title of who you are to me, this either impacts me and I have to react to it, or it doesn't impact me because it's insignificant. Well, remove all labels. Take away the label of parent, take away the label of child, take away the label of family, take away the label of boss, take away the label of friend, take away the label of stranger. Take away all those labels and you're left with a spirit. You and theirs, if you want to look at it that way. There is nothing separating you or them in terms of your rights. When you know the truth, you know the truth. It's not about dominance. It's not about, you're in charge of me or you're my boss. None of that. It's you're a human and I'm a human. You are here and I am here. Let's understand each other here. Or let's work together. I do me, you do you. And we're working together. You do what you do and I do what I do. Working together. None of this crap about, oh, because you're this to me, you can get away with that. Or because you're that to me, I'm not going to say this to you. Or because you're this to me, I have to act like this with you. No. This is me. With you, with him, with her, with them, whoever. And this is you. Be that with him, with her, with them, whoever. Can you be that with someone else? Because in my experience, what I've had to deal with in the workplace, in family structures, in friendship circles, has always been dynamics of power struggles, of one-upping, of competition, of gossip, of being one way in front, another way behind your back, pretending to get information. Like this has been, my experience has been that the people that I've had to deal with in my life plot, plan. Most of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are conniving, are suspicious, are, talk amongst, talk to this group, but then the same will go out and talk to other groups, and it's like, wait a second. On the smallest level, let's say you're just a family in your own home, you, your spouse, and your children. How ridiculous does it look that you, your spouse, and your children are all co-conspiring against each other? It doesn't even make sense. One child is conspiring with another child against this parent. This parent is conspiring with that child against that parent. That parent and that child are conspiring with this child against that other child. That would sound insane. That would sound like, why are we doing this? What's the point of this? Because there's no understanding of oneness. There's no understanding of unity. There's no understanding of true meaning of what family is. And that understanding, or that way of behaving within the unit, operates outside of the unit. So if you're not creating a home, a household, where we're one, where we're all on the same page here, where we all want the same thing, where we all agree that we want the same things for one another, that we have a standard of behavior for one another, that we hold each other accountable and that we're responsible for that. Out of 5, maybe 2 can come together and abide by and agree on that. Out of 5. So those 2 that are willing to work as a team, willing to work for the family, willing to work as a whole, have to compensate for the 3 that aren't, for the 3 that make it uncomfortable, for the other 3 that make it challenging for everyone to go forward. Now, this is just an example, but I think it makes sense in the largest scale and the smallest scale. You cannot say we're one team when within that one team there's division. I think that's just common sense at this point. I think that should be common knowledge at this point. I think there's no argument there. I don't know how there should be an argument on that, but lo and behold, arguments arise to even have that conversation. Because a narcissistic spirit can never see things your way, will never want to agree with you, even if they know that agreeing with you is correct. Even if they do agree with you, just not to fold, they'll disagree with you. They'll pretend not to agree with you. It's abnormal. It's just abnormal. So I don't question anymore the abnormality of it. I just accept it. Oh, there it is. There is that abnormal entity. There is that abnormal spirit. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, there it is again. Oh, hello, you abnormal thing, you. How do you do? You know, welcome it. Look at it for what it is. The abnormal spirit that it is. Recognize it. Make a joke of it in your head. Look at it for what it is. A creature, a deformed creature that is upset. And once you realize it's like, oh, you are the culmination of all the unhealed inner children of as many entities as you've interacted with. All disintegrated, all in disarray, all in conflict, all confused, all out of order. In agony, crying out. That's what that is. That's what that wound is. So don't dive into those realms and think that you're going to change it, fix it, organize it, label it, go into the cupboard and put things in order for them. No, not your place, not for you. Because realizing that is the purpose of that energy. Forget the labels, forget the vessels, just understand the energy. That energy is only there to remind you of what you are not anymore. When you disidentify or detach from the shadow self, you can't look at it for anything other than what it is. There's no emotional trigger there for you. There's no mental conflict there for you. There's no psychological confusion. It's just a matter of fact. Oh, that's what that is. Oh, there you are. I see you. The distorted inner child, shadow of the collective. is how I perceive the narcissist. It's a distorted entity of unhealed inner children. Children that haven't coped with their relationship with their parents. Children that haven't coped with their past. Children that haven't coped with their own insecurities. Children that haven't coped with feelings of abandonment or unloved, or I know, any gripes or resentments. But it's a level of self-reflection that's required. It's a level of acceptance to say, I'm miserable and I keep waiting for these people to change. I keep trying to change this situation with them. I keep trying to blend in better. I keep trying to understand better. When you realize that no amount of goodness is going to make them love you, and no amount of their chaos is going to force your hand to be like them, to be that way. As much as you want to be vindictive and cruel as they have been to you, that's not your nature, because it would hurt you to harm another. That's just that. I mean, excuse me for that foreign thought. Oh my God, she's so weird. It would hurt you to hurt someone? That's not normal. No, it's not normal for somebody that takes pleasure in creating pain for other people. I understand. I'm not arguing with you. That's okay. You believe what you believe, and you feel how you feel, and you do what you do, and that's fine by me. But here you can't do that. You can do it over there. And if you're allowed to do it over there, by all means, do it over there. Have at it. Have a great time. Not my business, not my problem, not my issue to solve, not my concern. Yet, as much as you disassociate, as much as you walk away, and as much as you let it go, and as much as you forgive and say, all right, you know what, let's agree to disagree. Do you boo-boo? I do me, baby, and call it a day. For whatever reason, this person just cannot seem to, or these people cannot really seem to move on from that. Just let it go. I mean, you would think, as much as they protest of how much they hate feeling the conflict between you, you would think that they would just let it go. But they don't. And the reason they don't is because there's something they need from you. Your energy. Your energy. Because they don't have it. They need your fuel to ignite their fire. Let's talk about the fake ass warlock. So they're called warlock. And these are men that practice dark I don't even know how to say it. Men that practice manipulative tactics. These men that practice manipulative tactics at what point do they get that their gig is up? Because what they think is random to you, like their appearance in your life be random, like they suddenly just showed up after however long. What they presume is random and that you won't notice the timing of it's, for you, it's a pattern. Oh, and it could be a bunch of different random events, but you know the synchronicity of the patterns that reveal themselves to you. So when this person shows up suddenly out of the blue, you know that it's not out of the blue or suddenly. It was intentionally. It was cultivated with precision and intention for an outcome that you are not meant to know about, because they're using your energy for something they want to do behind closed doors. Just manifest on your dime. Connect to you, because they know that connection to you benefited them. They thought it was just natural. It was just normal. Oh, they were in heaven dealing with you. Positive energy. And when you decided that the game was up, they realized it had nothing to do with them. It had everything to do with what you gave them. And that's why they come back for more. That's why they routinely show up. That's why they exchange energy with you in any way they can. They try to create some kind of exchange with you because they think that what they give you, they're giving you, the spell that they're creating is, here, you take my shit, I'll take. And then that's their intention. But when you're aware of it, when you see it for what it is, they can't do that from you. Because it's like the strategy that they're pulling, once you see it, it doesn't work. Period. It's just natural law, I guess. I don't know how you call it. But it's almost laughable. It's laughable to me. The level of audacity and stupidity that some of these people will go through, and some of these karmic feminines. I can spend hours talking about karmic feminines and masculines. I can spend hours trash talking them, giving you examples, letting you know of all the bullshit ways that they operate. And if that's content you prefer, let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to indulge. But that's not my point. I don't want to waste my breath on talking about them unless it's going to benefit me somehow. Because I really could care less. I could care less. Actually, no. How do you say it? I couldn't care less, because as less as I've gone to care with them, there's no less than that. It's like it's as far as I can go with that. Sometimes my expression feels so juvenile. Other times I feel so wise. Today, I don't know. Interesting. I was going to go ahead and pull cards, but I think that's the message for now. Is it? Pivot. Alright, fine. I'll pivot. So spit it. I'll just spit it. Hold on. Okay. Here's a King of Pentacles that's worried. because you're happy and secure and manifesting your truth. Oh my. Okay. Oof. So some truth put a death to a situation. You spoke out on something and it completely changed everything. I feel like you're victorious in whatever this was. You get to start a new creation, a new beginning. Okay, some creative endeavor. You might be doing something new creatively, if that's whether that's art, music, dance, something creative. Let's get a little clarity on what this might be. Trust your intuition, they say. It's going to make you very happy. It could be love, okay? Creating love. This could also indicate a new connection, whether it's a spiritual connection, whether it's a passionate connection, but it's something that you're going to be fulfilled by. It's going to be, you're going to either give with love or you're going to receive a lot of love doing this. Oh my goodness. Just wait it out. You're becoming more stable. So you're going from that that Page of Wands. You've created what you could where you are. So it's like, okay, we're going to stabilize that now. Once you get that stabilized, okay, once you're able to stabilize that, then you're able to move on to the new endeavor, okay? So you're being given a new creative project that you're going to love to do or to give or to, it's like you're giving yourself this opportunity to start over. And you might be pondering where you've been, what you've created thus far. And I think that you're trying to get that stabilized. Like you've had the victory, but you don't feel like you've grounded it. You don't feel like I feel like there might be some kind of betrayal you're still dealing with that you left behind. Even if you're resting easy, like I don't feel like you're hung up on it, but I feel like it's still somehow attached to you. A betrayal is attached to you from a King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra individual. It could just be, you were betrayed by your own mind. What you thought was true wasn't. You had to look at things differently. I feel like you're going to be very happy because you are going to be able to stabilize whatever it is that you've created. It's like you're ready to move on to the next project or the next thing that you're going to be into, sort of thing. I find that you're going to be very, very content and happy. We have the Hierophant here. Clarify the Hierophant, please. Betrayal. Be mindful of a Hierophant or some kind of like, when you're in this state of happiness and stability, that comes this person wanting to betray you, wanting to either make lies about you. It could be an organization. It could be a religious group. We have the Emperor here. I need to understand. Let me see. What does this have to do with the Emperor? Clarify the Emperor. The Emperor wants to heal or will be healing, perhaps, from this situation. I feel like you're going to be very happy and very stable with what you've created. able to do other things. But there's a Hierophant, some rules, some person that wants to say this is how it's done. It's either lies, it's a betrayal, they want to take you. They want to end whatever. It's betrayal from this organization of some kind. But this Emperor is looking at the situation. This Emperor is healed. They're a healer, possibly. They want to heal to avoid a tower. Or they want to bring healing to avoid a tower because of this. Clarify more this group or this person, this Hierophant. This Hierophant is looking at things differently. Could be a Taurus. We got the Knight of Pentacles. There's a Taurus here that's either they feel betrayed, or they want to do some kind of betrayal towards this towards this Emperor that's healing. So truth is coming out about an Emperor's healing, or an Emperor that has healed, or is very hopeful that a tower is going to hit, that the truth is going to create a tower. I feel like he's gonna attack with his truth towards this. I feel like there's a conflict between a Knight of Pentacles and a Knight of Swords. This could be a Taurus and a Gemini is what I'm getting. But there's an Emperor. If not a Gemini, it could be Aquarius because of this star card here. But the Emperor is Aries, okay? But either way, this was basically what this is implying is that you will be content and stable in whatever endeavors you're doing, right? But there is this conflict with a Hierophant that's seeing things differently. Either they're seeing a betrayal towards you differently, or they're seeing a betrayal that was done on their behalf differently, or a betrayal on them. They're looking at it differently. So they're now being a little more practical about how they handle things. Maybe they want to offer something to this Emperor. Maybe they're bringing an offer to an Emperor that's already healed. But a tower moment is going to be when what this Emperor has to say to this Hierophant. It's about Queen of Pentacles. This could be about you. This could be about your stability. This could be about the Emperor claiming you as his spouse, as his partner. You might not know that this offer is coming. You may have walked away, Divine Feminine, from this Emperor, focusing on your next creative endeavor. Yeah, you're very focused on your creativity, self-expression, your physical, like things that bring you pleasure, joy, fun, youthfulness, things that make you feel excited, things that bring you happiness. You're very lively, you're very creative, you're very abundant with the flow of life right now. So don't allow that Hierophant energy to kind of try to judge you, make you feel like you're doing something wrong, trying to create some sense of betrayal. Fill your mind with betrayal. Be mindful also online. So a lot of people like to talk and create these stories like, oh, someone's poisoning your water, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, I know you're very bright, I know you're very smart, and I know you understand, but just as a reminder, just in case, because sometimes you can, get in a low point, you can, just kind of, not necessarily, you dismiss it as just subtle conversation, but sometimes something like that can play on your mind. It can linger. And, they'll throw out these like symbolic language and don't want to clarify. Yeah, somebody could want to poison your water. Don't take it literal. Your water being poisoned could be someone infecting you with negative emotions. It's as simple as that. Someone with a bad tone, a bad reaction, a bad way of, acknowledging someone having a bad day. That's the same thing as somebody poisoning your water. They do that subliminally, they do that consciously, they do that intentionally. They purposely want to go out and make you feel bad when they feel bad. Period. The end. That's what it means to poison your fucking water. So that Hierophant energy that wants to play with your mind, create these ideas and make you like suspicious of everything, let it go. Don't focus on that. Don't let your brain be consumed by people's speculations. All right, that's all, folks. I shall return soon. Take care.